Law of cosines. All right, again, I want to fill in my picture by what I'm given here. We're given C is 34, A is 42, angle B is 55, and what we want here is B. And so this is where law of cosine comes in. Law of cosine comes in is when you have side, angle, side, and that's also what you need for area of a triangle, side, angle, side. When you have side, angle, side, that means you have two sides and the angle between them. And it doesn't matter which angle, whether it's angle A and the two adjacent sides or angle C and the two adjacent sides, doesn't matter. You have an angle and the two adjacent sides, you can find the measure of that third missing side, the side opposite the one angle that you're using. So notice the one angle we have is angle B. The side that's missing is side B. So you need two sides and the angle in between, and you can find that third side. And the formula here is the side that's missing is equal to the other side squared. So in this case, a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cosine b. And so the only, we have lowercase b here, we're using angle b. So we're always finding the side opposite an angle that we have. And the formula could be used if you have all three sides to find an angle where you do a little bit of algebra and solve for cosine b. But we're going to do it here to solve for side b. And so basically we're just going to plug all this in. That b squared is equal to a squared, which is, see, 42 squared plus 34 squared minus 2 times 42 times 34 times cosine of 55. And so we're going to work with some large numbers here, but that's okay. Let me move this over so I can see my work a little bit better. And so let's see, we have 42 squared. That's 1764. And 34 squared. I always like to do it piece by piece, 1156, because I don't like typing the whole thing into the calculator because I just think there's a good chance you're going to mess up with parentheses and so on. And then we have a negative 2, remember that's a negative 2 there, times 42 times 34 times cosine 55. And that's negative 160, negative 1638. I'm going to do nearest whole number, so negative 1638. So let's put all this in. In the end, we have 1764 plus 1156 minus 1638. And that's 1282. So b squared equals 1282, and so we're going to do square root of that then. And so second x squared, second answer is 35.8. Now I did take a decimal that I rounded, so if I kept that a decimal, this would probably work out to be perfectly 36, but I'm rounding to the nearest whole number anyway, so my answer is going to be 36 units. The only way these problems can be different sometimes is instead of saying angle B is 55, they might give you cosine B equals, and they give you a ratio. So just remember, if they do that, that's what you're putting into your formula. You're not going to do cosine of the ratio. You're going to do just the ratio. So sometimes they give you angle B. Sometimes they give you the ratio of B. What they want in the formula is either cosine of the angle or just the ratio. So make sure you don't do cosine or ratio. Sometimes students make that mistake. And so the answer to side B is 36.